Hey Tommy, we now have even more information about the all-new 2023 GMC Canyon AT4X Edition 1.
Absolutely, yeah. So I recently had a chance to visit this exact vehicle down in Arizona at the GM Proving Grounds.
Yep.
And they took me for a ride in it, although mine was all camouflaged. It was what you can expect out of the new AT4X Edition 1. And in this video, we're going to tell you everything, including the pricing, which will probably blow your mind.
Yes, and you can now also reserve one of these puppies if you want.
Sweet. All
Yes.
right. So let's get right into it. What is the Edition 1?
Well, dude, this is basically it. It's a mid-sized truck. I think it's like a toy, really, because you get the all-new truck, right? The all-new chassis, GMC Canyon, and then you get all the AT4X goodies, which is basically a ZR2 kind of powertrain and tires and suspension and DSSV shocks. And then you get what they are calling Edition 1, which is the bumper, winch, LED bars. Where does it end?
Well, you know that this is not the full-size version, Andre. The real one is more than 12 inches long, so it's not really a toy. It is a drivable truck. But yeah, so what they've done here with the new platform is they've gone even further than the AT4X, which is like the GMC version of the ZR2.
Mm-hmm.
So the AT4X gives you the DSSV shocks, gives you the front and rear locking diffs, it gives you like a 3-inch suspension lift. It gives you underbody protection.
And wider track than a normal GMC Canyon, right?
Yeah, and then the Edition 1 is all these goodies on top of it, like the beadlock wheels.
And look at the style, guys. Look at the style, the beadlock capable wheels. They're intertwined. These are 33s, right? Goodyear Wrangler Territory MT tires, which are pretty beefy. This tire in different sizes is available on the TRX. It's available on the Bronco, Sasquatch. So this is a really great tire technology as well.
And there you can see the rock rail too, the rocker protection there. Now, when they took me for a ride in the new AT4X, we were out in the Arizona desert, and like I said, they were fully camouflaged, but they actually took us over some pretty cool terrain at some higher speeds. So they wanted to prove that this truck is not only capable of slow speed running, but high speed running. We even took a little bit of a jump as well to feel the jounce capabilities of those DSSVs, and I felt very much in control. I couldn't drive it because it was an early prototype, but even from the passenger seat, you really felt the power of the new engine. And what is that new engine?
So I think this is you right here.
Yeah, so that's the AT4, so that's the model below it, and then if you go to the very end.
Yeah, so the engine is a 2.7 liter turbocharged 4-cylinder.
Here's the truck.
And the most, where are you jumping?
Yeah, there you go.
Oh, here. And the power levels are, well, there's a few, especially for the Chevy Colorado. And this is you filming inside also?
Yep. Yeah, that's me filming.
Sorry.
We got a little bit sideways there, which is pretty cool.
Uh-huh.
A little bit of slow-mo action, and then of course they actually took us on a tabletop jump, which was really, really neat.
Sweet. And you can see the compression.
Yeah, and it was actually super comfy landing it. You would think that would hurt your back pretty good, but it was remarkably well damped. I was really impressed.
Very, very cool. So that was a AT4X, right? But camouflaged.
Absolutely, yeah. So that was the AT4X.
Sorry, I don't want to look at Mel Gibson. Sorry about that. But the power ratings on this engine, and it looks like GMC is really going after the premium market here, right?
Right.
310 horsepower, 430 pound-feet of torque. It's an 8-speed automatic.
Are those official, those numbers?
I believe so. They are now.
Because when I was there like a few weeks ago, they were saying they were still targeting those numbers. And then the other thing which I think is really interesting is that the sister truck to this, the Colorado, has a couple different outputs on that same engine.
Yes.
But the Canyon only has one output across the board. So even if you get like the base model, which I think is, the Elevation, is that right?
Mm-hmm, yeah.
It's going to have the same output as a Denali, as an AT4, as an AT4X.
And it would kind of make sense that they would use the high output version, at least on the AT4X. Lots of torque, 430 pound-feet of torque comes in at about 3,000 RPM. Is that you driving?
No, it is not. I wish it was.
Okay. And so you can see this Edition 1 now. So they also announced pricing because they want people to be able to actually reserve these.
Yes.
Do you want to know the price, or should we keep going on some of the specs?
No, I think it's time we pop the price.
No. How about, can we look at the interior first? Can I show you?
Sure.
Can I show you the interior? Sorry, because the interior is what was really surprising to me. Because I was thinking to myself, what are they? Ooh, no, I went too far. What are they gonna do to differentiate it from the Colorado? Because I mean, they have a broader truck with the Chevrolet truck, but the interior.
Oh, that was cool. Actually, you missed a cool thing. Stop there. So it's got an underbody camera, so you can see what you're cruising over, which I think is really cool.
And it first was available on the GMC Hummer EV truck.
Yep.
And there's two of them, one pointing forward and one pointing rearward, so you can see everything.
Yeah, it's really cool. They also have all sorts of different telematics on the new screen, so you can see G-forces and suspension position.
And your kind of overlanding screens.
Yeah, and there's an air down thing where I think you set a tire pressure you want to air down to, and then it'll warn you when you hit the tire pressure when you're airing down. It's a lot of cool kind of little features.
Skid plates, of course.
Red tow hook, so they work better than black.
Yes.
There you see
A winch.
the come-up winch integrated into the front end on the Edition 1.
Why come up? Did you ask them?
I didn't ask why come
okay,
up.
okay.
No, but it's a premium. It's a premium winch company.
Okay.
They do a good job.
And they also have like these bed bars as part of the Edition 1, and they have mountains etched into it.
I think it's cool. Yeah. Really cool.
Where's the interior?
There you go.
There. What do you guys think?
So you got the big 11-inch screen, right?
Yep.
You got the digital cockpit there. You know what's interesting about this interior? It's very, very premium. They did a really nice job with the stitching across the doors and across the seats in the center, and it really is a nice interior. It has one feature which I don't think I've ever seen in any other car or truck.
Is it a lack of a feature or a feature?
Lack of a feature, actually.
I think I know where you're going.
So-
Headlight switch.
Yeah, so there's no headlight switch. So if you want to turn on the headlights, there's actually a setting in the screen. There's no physical knob or button or anything. What do you think of that?
Well, first of all, you know what we do when we film trucks? Because I saw the Colorado ZR2 in person. We usually turn on the lights to make it more appealing on video. So I opened the door in the Colorado ZR2, the new one. I reached in and I was fumbling for the switch and I didn't see it. And the engineer told me, oh, you have to power up the truck and go into the screen. I'm like, no, but why?
Yeah, I
didn't like
how I
it.
feel too. Yeah, I'm not
like
sure
it.
I love it that much. I think maybe that could be a cost-saving things, right? So you don't have to build more buttons. But anyways, that's how they incorporated it. I do love these toggles. These things feel so good across the center of the truck.
And I think at least with the AT4X, they integrated white, red, black, and carbon fiber. And I think they did it almost in a playful way.
Yeah.
Because it's really in your face. But I think also I like it.
Do they have a shot of the seats in this thing?
Yeah, in a second. I wanted to ask you about the placement of the shifter first. Because a lot of people said it's controversial because it's closer to the passenger.
Yeah, you won't care.
But
You'll never notice it.
I did not care either because it's such a little bit more smaller truck. So it feels really good.
Yeah, you got the new four-wheel drive selector with you push in on the buttons to select four-wheel drive, and you twist a knob to change the drive modes. The AT4X also has more drive modes compared to other GMC Canyons in the lineup. Yes, look at those seats.
Red seat belts.
I have a 1980s ski jacket in that exact color combo. Go back with these it's got whiting it's got red on the shoulders, it's got white on the top. Oh, I think they look fantastic. We rode in those in the camo truck, and I just thought it was miraculously cool. AT4X magic. Do you like them?
Yeah, it's a little bit in your face once again. It just kind of smacks you.
The white dash. Ooh, I think it's amazing.
Look.
These toggles feel really good. They're really high quality.
Maybe this is overstyled now with the piano keys in red and all this stuff, but.
Did you also notice they put the cup holder sideways instead of vertical?
Yeah, well, it's good.
Yeah, they said that was
okay.
A controversial thing in the old
really
Canyon.
nice materials, of course, heated seats, all that stuff.
Yep.
So you're probably now wondering, you're saying, Andre, well, what is going on? What is the price? And what is all this stuff?
So let's make it clear. So the Edition 1 is the one with the winch and the lights and
everything.
And everything, yeah. It's got the push bar and
Safari bar and
the wheels and the rack and yeah.
And all the features.
What is the price, Andre?
Well, I'm going to zoom in. Can you see this? $63,350 before destination charges. So destination charges are around what, $1,500 to about $1,700. So this is pushing 65.
It's a lot of money for a mid-sized truck. Now we only know the pricing on the Edition 1 AT4X.
Yeah, we don't have exact pricing on the other versions of the Canyon. There's going to be Denali version also. You have a video with the Denali as well.
Over at TFL Now if you want to check that out.
Okay.
And the other thing which is interesting, so it's called the Edition 1, but it's not showing up at dealers first.
What?
Is what I was told, yeah. So it's going to be a little bit of a later availability.
Is this something that, didn't Jeep do something similar?
They did.
Where they did like a launch edition and they said, oh, never mind.
Maybe that's why it's Edition 1 and not First Edition. It kind of let them off the hook.
Guys, you're probably saying 65,000 is absurd, which it is. I guess it depends on what you're getting, but there's another company, Jeep, that's building a Gladiator, And with a diesel engine and every feature, including half doors and a painted roof and a lot of other features, Rubicon, price is $75,100.
Wow, that's crazy for a midsize truck. So even though 63 is a lot of money, a lot of money, it still isn't anywhere near the most expensive midsize truck on the market.
Exactly. And this is what's interesting to me. There's this segment of lifestyle trucks, right? Toyota Tacoma TRD Pro is in this segment. The Gladiator is definitely in this segment. And now the GMC Canyon is in this segment too.
Yep.
So, and I think they're going after for the premium look, high capability, high power, high torque, and just lots of features.
Now, I think kind of the sweet spot in the lineup, can you go back to my little video? Not that anyone wants to see me again. But if you scroll down, the one I would get is actually the AT4. So the AT4 has the rear locking differential. It has the cool off-road tires. It's got some really nice interior off-road goodies, but it's not quite as crazy as the
I went too far.
Full-on AT4X with the front and rear lockers. It'll still do 90% of what you need it to do. And yeah, you can also use those.
I use the images. I'll use the images.
Yeah, where is that puppy? It doesn't have the DSSVs either.
It's white. It's
Yeah,
white exterior.
That's the truck I saw.
Let me show
there
you.
There it is.
Yeah. So you think this is a sweet spot?
Yeah, so it's not quite as insane. It's not quite as lifted. Maybe not quite as crazy in the off-road side. But I'm thinking it's going to be quite a bit more affordable than the AT4X Edition 1.
Yeah.
We don't know the pricing on this guy yet, but it still has a really beautiful interior. Still has plenty of clearance, and it still has got the tow hooks and some underbody protection.
And I think it's really attractive. I think they did a good job with overall styling. I think that's really great. And it will tow up to 7,700 pounds, or at least that's what the Colorado said.
They announced that, huh? They were going for best. So when I was there, they told me best in class is what they were targeting.
So you think they might adjust that number still?
No, I think it'll be 7,700 pounds.
Oh, okay.
That's what the Colorado is.
And of course it has a cubby.
Yeah, it's got the tailgate cubby.
Yeah.
Now, I do love that Edition 1. They say it's going to be very limited availability is what they were telling me. They wouldn't give me an exact number. But if you want to reserve it, what does it cost?
$100 to reserve it.
And you can do it now? You
yes,
can reserve
you
one
can
now?
do it today, starting today, or at least this week when we film this. And also, they're going to be start production in early 2023. So the first half of 23 is when you will see these trucks.
Nice. Well, let us know what you guys think in the comments section below of the new Canyon AT4X Edition 1 and, of course, the other Canyons. There's a Denali, the pleated dashboard, yeah, and the real wood. That looks really, really good.
Ooh, yes. Look at this.
They did a really good job with that.
There you have it. So prices are high, but design, I think, is also...
also high.
Also high.
Everything's high. Yep. All right, guys, let us know what you think in the comments below. As always, this has been Tommy.
And Andre.
We'll see you in the next video.